How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Jose, aka TheNYCGeek, aka TNG, aka your Elden Lord. Even after 10 years, even after a 10-year time jump, still your Elden Lord, aka the guy who has just finished episode 6 of House of the Dragon. It's like 12 o'clock. I just watched it, and holy shit, this show continues to be excellent. Like fucking chef's kisses, man. Every episode so far has been a treat, and this one was the one that I was a little worried about more than any others, because it's gonna be, or rather it was the one when the story was gonna skip forward and we were gonna get new actresses playing Rhaenyra and Alicent. But fuck me, man, take my worries, throw that shit out the window, because it was stellar. And look, kudos to and I got their names up here because I wanted Millie Alcock, who played Rhaenyra, and Emily Carey, who played Alicent. They did great. They really did. And I don't give a fuck what they say. Like, I don't care about their comments. I care about the product on the show, right? Like, that's what I care about. And they did really well. The show has been fucking awesome. And these two actresses that came in, I gotta find out what their fucking names are. The two that came in to replace them now in this 10-year, because they're older, so good. They're good, man. Rhaenyra's actress is just kill it. And even Alicent's like, man, she has one scene, she has a few scenes, but she has one where, like, specifically where there's despair. Like, she's just like, this, I did not want this. Like, I won't say, I don't want to spoil too much on this. I'm going to touch a little bit on some things that happen, but not much, really. I'll try to be as vague as I can with the spoilers, because it's such a good episode. I want you to go watch it. But Alicent's actress is just like, she hits that despair where she's like, I did not want this, and it's so fucking good. Like, the guilt's in her. But it has been 10 years, as I said, since episode 5, and Rhaenyra's had a few children of her own. Alicent's children are growing. Even Daemon's had some kids, and the drama is, dude, not 20 minutes in, and it's already full of strife. There's fucking politics. There's politics between the princess and the queen, the princess and her cousin husband, Laenor, the queen and the king, who, man, Paddy Constantine, holy shit. This dude is just, this fucking guy's amazing. Like, the king is now, you could see he is at basically death's door. But the performance, to go from, compare him to like episode 1 to now, the deterioration, you can see it in every episode, and it's just like, man, this guy's just top notch, man. Can we please get him in some more stuff, please? But like, there's drama between them. The kids of the queen and the kids of the princess have drama. Even the fucking even the dragons are giving the kids a little bit of drama. This is subterfuge and intrigue at its finest. Like, I love it, absolutely love it. Like, everyone's just fucking stabbing each other in the back, and so like the main crux of the drama right now is is Rhaenyra and her children, the 3 children that are very clearly not Laenor's kids. Like, they don't even fucking look close. This is some straight up, like, wow. It's bad. It's bad. It's worse than Joffrey. It's worse than excuse me. It's worse than Cersei and her kids. And rumors are like, abound of the princess's indiscretion with the like the captain of the city watch. But the king, he's like turning a blind eye to it, because he has to be in self-denial. He knows if he even harbors a little bit of doubt, then that's it for Rhaenyra. That's it. At best, she's exiled. At worst, it's fucking treason. So like, he knows he can't do it. And Alicent is like, dude, what the fuck? The queen is having none of it. Like, she's like, are you blind? Like, but like, he can't. And Alicent is clinging to that last bit of advice that her father told her in the last episode, where he told her, Otto Hightower was like, look, if Rhaenyra ascends to the throne, your children will forever be a challenge to her. They'll forever be a challenge to her reign. And the drama that's bubbled up to the surface now. The queen and the princess, they're hostile to another. And in front of other people, they're hostile to each other. and everyone is just being swept up in the politics, either as pawns or as players in the game themselves, such as like Lara Strong. This motherfucker is, people were talking Otto Hightower is like the little finger. No, Lara Strong is the little finger so far of this series. This motherfucker makes little finger already in a subtle, like, he's only shown up maybe 3 times or 3 definitive times that I can remember, which was the scene with the feast. And for those that don't know, Lara Strong is he's the guy who has like he has a limp and he has the cane. He's the son of the hand, or a son of the hand. And he showed up at the feast, he showed up in the previous episode, and he's shown up in this. And he is just, those 3 episodes alone, he has shown more fucking savviness than Littlefinger did in almost the last 4+ seasons of Game of Thrones, if not most of Game of Thrones. Like I'm telling you, this motherfucker is sneaky. He's sneaky. So it's so good. He's definitely a player in the game. And the dialogue, the costumes, the set pieces, the dragons, dude, there is a huge dragon, Vagar. Fuck, that beast is massive, and it's so fucking impressive. Like, the CGI is so good. It's so good. And it's just so cool to see the Targaryen dynasty at its peak, at its strongest, because I like this. I like seeing, like, clearly Game of Thrones, when we see it, Targaryen dynasty is done. It's over. Yeah, Daenerys is off doing her shit, but it's never a real, it's over. She's an exile. She's an outcast. She's the outlier. Here we get to see what the Targaryens, like, when they mentioned them in Game of Thrones, why they were such a powerful house. And it's cool to see that. I love it. I love it. You know how I feel about prequels, but this has been incredible. And by the end of this episode, there are, I won't say who, I won't say what, but there are quite a few deaths. And the little stability that we are introduced to in this episode is already an upheaval. It just goes to show, and I want to make this clear. It just goes to show how you can have an episode with no action. This episode had nothing. No action. Like, there was a little, like, training scene with the kids. That's it. That's not action. Like, nothing. And yet it is still riveting. It's still riveting. You're still at the edge of your seat, clinging to every word that's spoken. Because this is why, to me, I'm holding this show in such high regard, and why I compare it to earlier seasons of Game of Thrones. I truly do, because it's had some cool action scenes. Absolutely. Like that scene, God, what was it? The 4th episode, when Daemon fights in that army, and they're fighting the crab feeders forces. Yeah, it's had some really cool action scenes, but the show doesn't need to rely on spectacle. It certainly didn't. It certainly didn't in this episode. It's the characters. It's their interactions. It's the focus on them that's driving this show forward. And I love it for that. And it's such a stark comparison to Rings of Power. And, some might say, oh, it's not fair comparing it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is Rings of Power wants to be an epic fantasy show. It certainly isn't. And this is an actual epic fantasy show. And you can see where, like, here you're invested in characters. There might be people you're already rooting for. You're like, oh shit, is she going to find out what's going to happen? Oh damn, she just let that slip, and this other person just heard it. You're like, oh, you're already playing like all the different scenarios in the head. What the fuck are you doing in Rings of Power? Worrying about what the fucking Harfoots are going to push some fucking wagon, or if Galadriel or Carandriel is gonna fucking scowl at something because the only fucking expression she has is like she's taking a shit. That's her face, is like she's taking a mean fucking shit. There's just no comparison between the two. House of the Dragon continues to deliver. This is episode 6, and House of the Dragon season 1 episodes. I think they're gonna have 10? They're supposed to have 10? Yes. 6 have aired, 10 total. This has been fucking great so far. We're already over the halfway point, and you can feel the plot continuing to move. The wheels are going forward. I cannot recommend this enough. So I just wanted to get my thoughts out real quick. This has been the NYC Geek. If you enjoyed this content, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit it right now. Hit it right now. Also, while you're at it, please consider hitting that like and that share button, that freaking bell, so you can know when another video goes live, and leave a comment down below. I love to engage and chat with all of you. Are you watching House of the Dragon? Did you watch it already? What do you think? Who are you rooting for? Yes, I know that the end is clear. There is an end to this. Some may not have read those books. So if you haven't read it, tell me what you're enjoying about it. And if you have read it, do you like this adaptation to it? And like I said, leave a comment down below. I do my absolute best to try to respond to every single one of you. And if you haven't already, please make sure to follow me over on twitch.tv/TheNYCGeek, where I stream regularly on Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. And follow me on that filthy, disgusting cesspool that is Twitter. Ooh, it's fucking disgusting there. Remember always, your time is precious. I thank you for sharing it with me. And please stay safe. Take care of each other. I'll see you guys next time.